Have you ever considered whether a seemingly harmless habit might be subtly undermining your health as you age? As we grow older, every aspect of our lifestyle plays a role in our overall well being, including habits that we often dismiss as natural. But what if I told you that overindulgence in certain activities, particularly after 65, could lead to unexpected health consequences? In today's video, we're going to uncover the surprising ways in which frequent self indulgence can impact your heart, nervous system, energy levels, sleep quality, and even emotional well being. This is a topic that isn't openly discussed, yet it holds crucial importance for seniors aiming to maintain vitality and balance in their lives. Stay with me until the end, because what you learn today may just change the way you think about your health forever. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming insights on mindful living and senior health. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Now, let's get started. Part 1: The Unseen Strain on Your Cardiovascular System. One of the most overlooked risks of frequent overindulgence is its impact on the cardiovascular system, particularly for seniors. While activities such as overexertion or intense physical exertion may seem unrelated to heart health, the reality is that any action that causes a sudden spike in heart rate or blood pressure can be potentially dangerous. For older adults, the heart and circulatory system are more vulnerable to stress, and it is important to understand why this is the case and how to mitigate such risks. Why does this happen? As individuals age, significant changes take place in the body that directly affect the cardiovascular system. The arteries, which are responsible for transporting blood throughout the body, lose their elasticity. This decreased elasticity makes it harder for the heart to pump blood efficiently, which can lead to increased strain on the heart. When the heart is required to pump blood at a higher rate or force, as it often is during intense physical activity or emotional exertion, it can be harder for the circulatory system to handle the demands, especially in the elderly. When sudden physical activity or emotional stress triggers a rapid increase in heart rate, the heart can struggle to adjust to this demand. This can result in irregular heartbeats, dizziness, or even fainting. In some cases, individuals with pre-existing heart conditions or risk factors for cardiovascular disease are at an even higher risk of experiencing complications during such episodes. For seniors, the effects can be particularly concerning, as the body's ability to recover from these stresses is diminished with age. Aging brings with it a variety of health challenges, and the cardiovascular system is no exception. The risk of heart disease, hypertension, and other circulatory issues rises as we grow older. Therefore, seniors must be especially mindful of the physical activities they engage in, the intensity of these activities, and how their bodies respond. For instance, even seemingly minor overindulgence in exertion, like overexerting oneself during exercise, lifting heavy objects, or even experiencing heightened emotional stress, can trigger a chain of events that puts a significant strain on the heart and circulatory system. As a result, seniors need to be vigilant about understanding their physical limits and recognizing signs of strain, such as shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, or irregular heart rhythms. The heart may not have the same capacity to handle sudden physical demands as it did when individuals were younger. Moreover, seniors often have other health conditions, such as diabetes or high blood pressure, that exacerbate cardiovascular strain. To better understand how this issue plays out in real life, consider the story of William, a 72-year-old retired engineer. William always considered himself to be in good health. He walked regularly, maintained a balanced diet, and had few significant medical issues. However, after engaging in certain private activities, he began experiencing episodes of chest tightness and shortness of breath. At first, he dismissed these sensations as nothing more than temporary fatigue. But when the episodes started occurring more frequently, he decided to consult his doctor. During a routine checkup, his doctor informed him that his symptoms were likely due to sudden cardiovascular strain, which is common among aging individuals. As the body ages, the heart and blood vessels become less adaptable to sudden increases in physical exertion. In William's case, while the episodes might have seemed harmless at first, They were clear signs of strain on his cardiovascular system. He had unknowingly been overexerting himself, and his body was beginning to show the effects of this repeated stress. William's doctor explained that as people age, their cardiovascular system requires more careful monitoring and attention. Even seemingly simple activities can put added pressure on an aging heart, especially when those activities cause spikes in heart rate and blood pressure. William learned that he needed to be more mindful of his physical activity, especially when it came to private or strenuous activities that might increase the demands on his heart. The key takeaway from William's story is that being mindful of how your body responds to physical exertion is essential for maintaining good heart health, particularly as you age. If you experience lightheadedness, shortness of breath, chest tightness, or an irregular heartbeat after any form of physical or emotional strain, it is important to take a step back and evaluate the frequency and intensity of such activities. Seniors should aim to engage in regular but moderate exercise that is appropriate for their physical condition while avoiding overexertion. For those with pre-existing heart conditions or other health issues, it may be necessary to adjust the intensity of activities even further, always following the advice of a healthcare professional. While it's natural to want to continue enjoying life and remaining active, seniors should learn to listen to their bodies and avoid pushing beyond their limits. If symptoms like dizziness or an unusual heart rhythm arise, it's wise to seek medical attention and reconsider the nature of the activities being performed. Additionally, seniors can benefit from regular cardiovascular screenings to monitor the health of their heart and circulatory system. By staying proactive and aware of potential issues, they can reduce the risks associated with sudden cardiovascular strain and maintain their overall health and well-being. The goal is to enjoy a fulfilling and active life without unnecessarily putting strain on the body's vital systems. As we age, maintaining a healthy heart becomes an increasingly important aspect of overall well-being. Understanding how the cardiovascular system responds to physical and emotional stress and recognizing the subtle signs that may indicate strain can help seniors avoid serious health complications. Just as we care for our minds and emotional health, we must also prioritize the care of our hearts, ensuring that we enjoy the later years of life with vitality, awareness, and wisdom. Being mindful of the unseen strain on your cardiovascular system is a crucial step in preserving a long, active, and healthy life. Part 2. The impact on your nervous system and energy levels. The nervous system is often compared to a battery, constantly supplying the energy needed to perform day-to-day activities. Just like any battery, it has its limits. As we age, our nervous system's ability to recharge itself slows down, which can lead to a decrease in overall energy levels. Activities that overstimulate the nervous system can leave us feeling drained, sluggish, and mentally foggy. This gradual depletion is not just a natural part of aging, but also a consequence of how we engage with the world around us. As the nervous system becomes fatigued, it struggles to keep up with the demands we place on it. Whether it's constant exposure to technology, high-stress environments, or poor lifestyle choices, the cumulative effects can impact not only our energy levels, but also our mood, cognitive function, and overall well-being. As a result, we may begin to feel like we're running on empty, even after a full night's sleep. To understand how overstimulation affects the nervous system, we need to take a closer look at the chemicals that regulate our energy and mood, dopamine and serotonin. These neurotransmitters are essential for motivation, focus, and emotional stability. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It plays a significant role in the reward system, providing the energy we need to complete tasks and experience pleasure. However, when we engage in activities that flood the brain with dopamine, such as overuse of social media, constant multitasking, or indulging in sugary foods, we create an imbalance. Over time, the brain becomes accustomed to this constant dopamine rush, leading to burnout. This can result in chronic fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and a general sense of mental fog. Serotonin, on the other hand, helps regulate mood, anxiety, and sleep. A healthy balance of serotonin is crucial for maintaining calm and ensuring restorative rest. However, when the nervous system is overstimulated, serotonin levels can also become depleted, contributing to feelings of restlessness and difficulty winding down. In extreme cases, this imbalance can even result in depression or anxiety. As we age, the body's ability to produce and regulate these chemicals becomes less efficient. The production of serotonin, for example, decreases naturally over time, which is one of the reasons why older adults often experience sleep disturbances or mood imbalances. On top of this, the nervous system's ability to recover from overstimulation slows down, meaning that it takes longer to bounce back from stressful situations or high stimulation activities. In practical terms, this means that the energy we once had to power through our daily routines may not be as easily accessible. We may find ourselves feeling mentally exhausted or physically sluggish after events that didn't seem draining in the past. Richard, a 69-year-old retired teacher, found himself struggling with constant fatigue despite getting a full night's sleep. His energy was consistently low, and he often felt mentally foggy even after a restful night. Initially, Richard attributed his exhaustion to aging, believing that it was just a natural part of getting older. However, as his condition worsened, he decided to take a closer look at his habits. Richard realized that his daily routine involved a lot of high stimulation activities. He spent hours watching the news, browsing through social media, and juggling multiple tasks at once. He was always on the go, rarely taking time to slow down and rest. After reading about the impact of overstimulation on the nervous system, he decided to make some changes. He started limiting his screen time, reducing his exposure to stressful news, and incorporating more relaxation into his day. This included taking short walks, practicing mindfulness, and ensuring he got adequate rest. The results were remarkable. Within just a few weeks, Richard began to notice a significant improvement in his energy levels. His mental clarity returned, and he found that he could focus more easily on tasks. He felt less drained by the end of the day and more able to enjoy activities without feeling overwhelmed. Uh, what he learned was that while aging plays a role in energy levels, overstimulation was contributing more to his fatigue than he had realized. Richard's experience offers an important lesson. Sometimes feeling drained isn't solely a result of aging. It's also a matter of how we balance the stimulation we expose ourselves to with the necessary rest our nervous system requires. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to overindulge in activities that provide quick bursts of dopamine, like checking social media or watching action-packed shows. While these activities may feel rewarding in the short term, they can ultimately leave the nervous system exhausted. For older adults who may already experience a slower recovery process, it's crucial to find ways to give the nervous system time to recharge. This can involve creating a more balanced routine that incorporates rest and relaxation, such as spending time in nature, practicing meditation, and engaging in low-stimulation hobbies that help reduce stress. By recognizing the impact of overstimulation and making conscious efforts to restore balance, you can significantly enhance your daily energy levels and improve mental clarity. Moreover, it's essential to be patient with your body as it adapts to these changes. Just as we wouldn't expect a battery to perform at its best without adequate charging, we need to be mindful of how we recharge our own nervous system. Slowing down and prioritizing rest are not signs of weakness or giving in to age. They are essential practices for maintaining optimal health and well-being as we grow older. In conclusion, understanding the relationship between stimulation, rest, and the health of your nervous system is key to maintaining energy and mental clarity as you age. It's not just about reducing activities that drain you, but about cultivating a lifestyle that supports the long-term health of your nervous system, allowing you to enjoy a more balanced and fulfilling life. Part 3, disruptions to sleep quality. Sleep is an essential part of well-being, particularly for older adults. Many believe that engaging in relaxing activities before bed, such as reading, watching television, or using their phone, can enhance sleep. However, while these activities may seem comforting, research suggests that they can actually disrupt sleep cycles in older adults, especially if done too frequently or too close to bedtime. This is because the body's natural sleep-wake cycle, or circadian rhythm, can be easily influenced by various factors, including changes in the level of stimulation before sleep. Why does this happen? The reason behind the disruption of sleep quality lies in how the body responds to stimulation and the release of certain hormones. One key hormone involved in regulating sleep is melatonin, which helps signal to the brain that it's time to rest. However, engaging in stimulating activities before bedtime, such as watching a thrilling movie or engaging in an intense conversation, can trigger the release of dopamine and endorphins. These feel good hormones give the brain a surge of energy and alertness, which can counteract the natural increase in melatonin. This, in turn, can make it harder for the body to transition smoothly into sleep. Additionally, increased nervous system activity due to mental or emotional stimulation can lead to heightened restlessness during the night. Older adults, in particular, are more sensitive to these fluctuations because their circadian rhythms may already be less consistent than those of younger individuals. As a result, even if seniors engage in relaxing activities, the body may remain in a heightened state of arousal, making it difficult to fall into a restful deep sleep. For some, this means waking up multiple times throughout the night, feeling fatigued upon waking despite having spent hours in bed. The use of screens before bedtime is another major factor that can contribute to sleep disruptions. Phones, tablets, and televisions emit blue light, which can have a detrimental effect on sleep quality. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, making it harder for the body to enter sleep mode. For older adults who are already struggling with sleep disturbances, exposure to blue light from screens can exacerbate the problem. The brain remains more alert and sleep becomes more fragmented, leaving the individual feeling tired and unrefreshed the following day. Furthermore, the content viewed on electronic devices can also play a role in sleep disturbances. Watching a suspenseful movie, uh, engaging in stimulating social media interactions, or playing an exciting game can increase adrenaline levels and trigger an emotional response. These heightened states of arousal make it difficult for the brain to wind down, thus delaying the onset of sleep. Take, for example, the case of Gerald, a 74-year-old retiree who had long struggled with sleep issues. Despite feeling physically tired at the end of the day, he frequently found himself waking up at odd hours during the night, unable to fall back asleep. Initially, he assumed that the quality of his sleep was related to his age or the natural effects of aging. However, after researching sleep patterns and speaking with his doctor, Gerald learned that overstimulation before bedtime was likely disrupting his natural circadian rhythm. Gerald had developed a nightly routine that included watching television for an hour before bed, often engaging in discussions with family members or browsing social media on his tablet. While these activities felt relaxing at the time, they were actually stimulating his nervous system and interfering with the production of melatonin, thus preventing him from achieving deep, restorative sleep. Realizing this, Gerald decided to make several adjustments to his pre-bedtime routine. He began reducing his screen time at least an hour before bed, opting for activities that were more conducive to relaxation, such as reading a physical book or practicing gentle stretching exercises. Additionally, he started dimming the lights in his house as bedtime approached, signaling to his brain that it was time to wind down. These simple changes helped to recalibrate his sleep cycle, and over time, Gerald found that he was able to sleep more soundly throughout the night, waking up feeling more rested and refreshed. One of the key lessons that Gerald's story highlights is the importance of establishing a consistent bedtime routine. For older adults, maintaining a regular sleep schedule is crucial to ensuring that the body's internal clock remains in sync. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps to reinforce the natural circadian rhythm, making it easier for the body to transition into sleep. Creating an environment conducive to sleep is also essential. Keeping the bedroom dark, quiet, and cool can help signal to the brain that it is time to rest. Avoiding stimulating activities, such as watching TV, using electronic devices, or engaging in intense conversations in the hour leading up to bedtime can help minimize disruptions to sleep quality. If you find yourself waking up groggy or feeling unrested despite spending a full night in bed, it may be time to assess your nighttime habits. Simple changes, such as reducing screen time before bed, dimming the lights, and engaging in relaxing activities like reading or meditating, can help foster a deeper and more restful sleep. Additionally, maintaining a consistent sleep routine can help regulate the body's internal clock, then allowing for more restorative sleep and improved overall health. Ultimately, improving sleep quality involves more than just sleeping for a set number of hours. It's about creating an environment and routine that allow the body and mind to relax, rejuvenate, and restore. By paying attention to the factors that may be interfering with sleep, older adults can take steps toward better sleep quality, leading to improved energy levels and enhanced well being throughout the day. Part 4: The Hidden Link to Emotional Well Being. In our fast paced, pleasure driven world, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking comfort and satisfaction through activities that focus solely on personal enjoyment. Whether it's indulging in television, overeating, or excessive solitude, these behaviors, though seemingly harmless in moderation, can sometimes contribute to emotional detachment, loneliness, and, in more severe cases, even depression. We often overlook how these patterns can negatively impact our mental health. In this article, we'll explore how excessive indulgence affects emotional well being and how finding a balance between solitary activities and meaningful social connections can be key to maintaining emotional fulfillment. While physical health is often the first thing we think about when considering self care, mental health is equally important, and its connection to our emotional well being is crucial. Activities that provide immediate pleasure, such as binge watching shows, eating comfort food, or staying inside for prolonged periods, may seem to offer relief from stress or boredom. However, they can gradually lead to more significant mental health challenges when overused. One of the most profound effects is the reduction in natural social engagement. Social interactions play a pivotal role in fostering emotional bonds, providing support, and creating a sense of belonging. Without regular interaction with others, oxytocin levels, the hormone responsible for promoting feelings of connection and happiness, can significantly decrease. This reduction in oxytocin can lead to a diminished sense of emotional fulfillment and connection. Social isolation, which can result from indulging excessively in solitary activities, often amplifies feelings of loneliness and detachment, both of which are known risk factors for depression and anxiety. Additionally, the human brain craves novelty, challenge, and the rewards that come from positive social interactions. When pleasure-seeking behaviors replace these important experiences, the brain may struggle to find lasting satisfaction, even if short-term pleasure is achieved. As a result, individuals may find themselves on a cycle of temporary relief that never truly addresses the root of their emotional needs. One of the most alarming aspects of emotional isolation is the gradual, insidious way it can creep into daily life. Initially, the individual may feel content or comfortable in their solitary activities, but over time, they may notice a gradual decline in their overall mood and sense of well-being. Increased feelings of isolation, anxiety, and sadness may become more pronounced. The struggle to reconnect with others becomes more difficult, as emotional isolation leads to a withdrawal from social situations, deepening the cycle of loneliness. To better understand the hidden link between excessive indulgence and emotional well-being, let's look at Tom's experience. Tom is a 70-year-old widower who, after losing his wife, found comfort in solitary activities. He spent much of his time watching television, reading books, and avoiding social interactions. At first, Tom appreciated the peace and quiet and seeing these activities as a way to cope with his grief and adjust to his new reality. However, over time, Tom began to feel a sense of emotional detachment. While his solitary activities provided temporary relief, they did not address his deeper emotional needs. He found himself withdrawing from family gatherings and avoiding friends, believing that he could manage his emotions on his own. As the months went by, Tom noticed that he felt increasingly lonely, even when surrounded by people. His connection to others seemed strained, and he began to feel more and more isolated. It wasn't until a close friend reached out to him, encouraging him to participate in a local senior group, that Tom realized the importance of social connection. Initially hesitant, Tom decided to attend the group's meetings. He found that, over time, these interactions brought him a sense of joy, fulfillment, and a renewed sense of purpose. By consciously engaging in more social activities, Tom began to feel more connected to those around him, breaking free from the emotional isolation that had taken root. Tom's experience serves as a powerful reminder that human connection is essential for emotional well being. While private habits and solitary activities can provide short term comfort, they cannot replace the deep emotional nourishment that comes from genuine relationships and social interactions. Tom's journey reflects the need for balance in our lives between the comfort of solitude and the richness of meaningful connections with others. Tom's story illustrates an important lesson about emotional well being. Human connection is not just a luxury, it is a necessity for a fulfilling life. Emotional fulfillment is achieved not only through personal achievements or individual hobbies, but through the bonds we share with others. Maintaining a healthy balance between private habits and social relationships can lead to a more enriching, joyful existence. For older adults, particularly those who may experience changes in their social circles, it's important to seek out opportunities to connect with others. Whether it's joining a community group, attending social events, or simply spending time with loved ones, these interactions are key to fostering a sense of belonging and emotional fulfillment. Even small steps, such as calling a friend or inviting a neighbor for tea, can have a profound impact on emotional well being. Moreover, the importance of empathy and understanding in social interactions cannot be overstated. Emotional connections thrive when individuals listen, share, and support each other, creating an environment where both parties can feel seen and valued. It's these moments of connection that nurture our emotional health, providing the sense of belonging and support that we all need. In conclusion, while it is natural to seek comfort through solitary activities, it is equally important to prioritize social engagement and human connection. Striking a balance between the two can significantly improve emotional well being, fostering a life filled with both personal satisfaction and meaningful relationships. By making a conscious effort to nurture social connections, we can create a fulfilling, emotionally rich life that promotes long term mental health and happiness. Aging is a natural part of life, but it doesn't mean you have to give up on the joys that life offers. Rather, it invites an opportunity to adjust your habits, paying closer attention to what your body needs as it evolves. It's essential to recognize that changes in energy, mood, and sleep patterns are a normal part of aging. However, these changes can also be a signal to reconsider the impact of your daily routines and lifestyle choices. As we grow older, we must be mindful of how different activities and habits affect us. The body's response to physical exertion, social interactions, or even diet can shift over time. If you start to notice that fatigue sets in more easily, your heart feels strained during exercise, or your sleep is more restless than before, it may be time to reevaluate how frequently or intensely you engage in certain activities. This awareness is not about limiting your life, but about enhancing it. It's about making smarter choices that align with your well being, such as prioritizing meaningful social connections and incorporating healthy, sustainable lifestyle habits. Balanced living helps maintain physical and mental health, allowing you to continue enjoying life's pleasures well into your later years. By staying mindful of these aspects, you can safeguard both your health and happiness, as is mine, ensuring a fulfilling and joyful life in your senior years. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness for more insights on senior well-being and mindful living. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.